Perseverance in Your Imperfect Progress by Brenda Seefeldt. I don't mean to say that I have already achieved these things, or that I have already reached perfection, teleos. But I press on to possess that perfection, teleos, for which Christ Jesus first possessed me. Philippians chapter 3, verse 12. At my church, we use an upward spiral symbol to describe our spiritual growth. With growth, you may revisit your issues again. Let's be honest, it is again and again, but it's on a different level. You keep learning something new to keep your growth moving upward. That issue you deal with does entangle you again, but you are walking through it with new knowledge and new experience. It messed you up, but you are handling it at a new level. You are still growing upward, trusting God for the larger story. Sort of like this verse from Philippians chapter 3, verse 12, I don't mean to say that I have already achieved these things or that I have already reached perfection, teleos. But I press on to possess that perfection, or teleos, for which Christ Jesus first possessed me. Teleos is Greek for imperfect progress. My best definition. Growth is happening. It's just happening imperfectly in that upward spiral because growth involves you, your habits, your baggage, your trauma, the good and the bad teachings you've received, the good and the bad role models you've had. Hence, this virtue of perseverance is a part of your imperfect progress. Because some days, you just have to make the brave decision to hang in there. Perseverance is defined as the continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties, failure, or opposition. It involves steadfastness, persistence, and determination to keep going even when faced with challenges or obstacles. Perseverance is for those days when life is too much and you still choose to make imperfect progress. Perseverance is a you decision. You can't offload this one to God. You have to decide daily that you will persevere, even if you're hanging on by the nails of your fingertips. Some days hurt too much. This pain is your beginning, or this pain is your door to distrusting God. Which brave decision will you make? God's grace is available to all of us for the up and down and around decisions. This is because God designed us to grow over time. If this wasn't true, we all would have been born as fully formed adults with a mature faith and no trust issues. Instead, we come into this world as babies, vulnerable to learning and growing over time. Jesus came to earth this way too. Perseverance is a you decision. You recognize your imperfect progress and all of the grace you have available and try again. Maybe you will even hear the word overcomer to describe you. To be an overcomer sounds so brave, so scary, so honorable, and it is. Painful work is involved. Discomfort is involved. Time, vulnerability. You will most certainly fall flat on your face at least once. This all involves those brave decisions you make to persevere. Your small, slow, and imperfect progress is still progress. Your small, slow, and imperfect faith is still faith. Your small, slow start is still a start. Be kind to yourself about your imperfect progress. Your perseverance is your beauty and strength. Hello, beautiful. Hello, overcomer. God is rejoicing over you. Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10. Have you ever had days where you just felt overwhelmed by just about every situation in your life? What did you do about it? Pain is seen as a doorway to distrust in God. What do you do to prevent this? Have you ever considered that your perseverance is your beauty and strength? If not, why not?